road working, and we don't enjoy road.
Evelyn Adelite is one of the about 25,000 residents who ply the deplorable Ablekuma Oduman Road. Evelyn lost her first pregnancy due to the number of times she uses this bumpy road. That unforgettable pain she fears might repeat itself as the road continues to be in a bad state.
I travel all the way from Ntakana to Oduman here. It's very, very difficult because the road is very bad. Mostly when I get to the workplace, I feel like premature contraction. That's what I feel.
The situation is not peculiar to Evelyn alone. Auntie Rose recounted how she almost lost her daughter and grandchild when she was being transported to hospital while in labor.
Car ne be say si ho no be 1 hour. Ansa ne ye kofa fitani emo abenti ahona no na awona start ka me ba no. Enti no kwabra ye beduru ha no mo ne de na ayeden pa. Efiri ho no mo nso no ye ba weyi. Ye ba na no kwa me nsu gugem. Esan se kwan ne senya Abraham radi demu.
To make matters worse, doctors who were posted at the recently commissioned Polyclinic at Oduman have abandoned post due to the terrible road. Only 3 physician assistants are currently serving the over 25,000 residents. The situation, according to a staff nurse, Rose Amesimeko, has compelled the facility to refer even non-referral cases to other hospitals.
Every level of facility and the doctor that can work. If you're a PA, there are your limits. You have a limit that you can work to. If you're a medical doctor, you have a limit that you can work to. So the physician assistant, there are certain cases that come that even though they might fit, because of their level of certificates, I should say, that they have, they are unable to take care of certain conditions, which they have no option other than to refer to other facilities.
The 15-kilometer road, which links Ablekuma to Oduman, Manhien, Nsakina and its environs, has not seen any major rehabilitation since it was constructed decades ago. Due to the bad nature of the road, a journey which used to be covered in 15 minutes now takes over an hour. Apart from restricting vehicular movement, motorists fear crashing head-on in a bid to avoid potholes. Drivers now charge 6 cedis instead of the 1 cedi 50 pesos they used to charge.
Spare parts, we will spring the boy, we go 3 million, and sana, on what talk. I can't can't that's Rama, Moma,
Shamika, I am my AC, a munipa and ACC. Kawana so time me say me koye adwuma abeyeses e de ama no enti yesre na moye kwan no emfa man asai
1 2 3 well, save your breath as the terrible stretch is replete with broken down vehicles. Residents say they will boycott the 2020 elections if the road is not fixed.
Our cars are getting spoiled, our waste, our body, the road massages as if we are at the spa.
Doctors no muko, omuba no muko, omuye kwani mayen. To ye kwani oyewu. Omuye kwani mayen. So being at this kind of quality house, omuchinu.
I filed a question concerning this particular road. The MC said that it is in a pipeline. Perhaps they are going to work on it to make the road more trouble for us. But as you can see, it's very, very bad.
Evelyn Araba Edu, reporting for GHOne News. A pond? No. This is just one of the mammoth pools of water that residents within Oduman and its environs have to contend with every single day. This pothole-laden road has led to several protests by residents due to the discomfort it brings to them, especially pregnant women. On this stretch, many pregnancies have been lost. However, for years on end, these demonstrations are yet to appeal to the conscience of the powers that be. Most recently on Monday, October 21, residents of Oduman, Mahien and its environs during a press conference issued a 2-week ultimatum to government to fix the deplorable roads, else they would embark on a massive demonstration.
We assure you, Mr. President, that if the work do not start on this road in 2 weeks' time from now, we shall no longer have any other option than to embark on full demonstration.
The elders of the affected communities also petitioned the GHOne West Municipal Chief Executive, Clement Wilkinson, over the hardships and agony and thrust upon residents due to the area's poor road network. However, in response, Municipal Chief Executive for GHOne West said the 25-kilometer road had already been awarded to one Achado construction firm and could not fathom why rehabilitation works have not commenced.
We have been there with her and we have introduced the road to her. They are working on it. But I said, they have given us 2 weeks. And I said, I will introduce that contractor to them, for them to see that in reality, there's a contractor coming on that road.
But it's been 3 weeks. The residents are yet to be introduced to the said contractor. As if that is not enough, chairman of the coalition pushing for the deplorable roads to be rehabilitated is being dragged by the police to court for influencing the numerous road protests in the community.
Why were you arrested?
In short, I can't explain now because we didn't do anything to warrant my arrest, but it came on. But we are still sorting out with the authorities. We are on our mission to get the road fixed.
The case of the embattled chairman brings to 9 the number of residents standing trial for protesting over the deplorable roads.
Yeah, press conference no. Yeah, she tie. Inti chana mnante ni bishi je inti no ya di mlana sheyensa. The see apart there yesoro because yeah demonstration ni baaku bi. Omo chi nipa 8. Omo da so court. The see aye ka say kwani de akwese ye di nsa e ba be share nantem yentumi kasa.
Ghana ne se bibi koso na haye yan manfo no a ma yen kan na eyi asembisa mi bisa Ghana fo nyina na se ye be kan so okwan be so ne emfa so nka.
Residents, however, maintain they will not cower to needless intimidations by the GHOne West Municipal Assembly.
Fear no. I think when we are fighting for a right cause, whether intimidation or not, we have to go ahead because the problem is still there. So if they put fear in you and you fear and you don't come up, we'll still remain in this same condition.
We followed up to
the GHOne West Assembly, where we were told the MCE, Clement Wilkinson, is out of the country and contact to the said Achado construction firm can only be given by him. From what looks like indifference on the part of the assembly, residents will still have to continue to risk their lives daily to ply the dreaded road until perhaps a tragic high-profile case galvanizes authorities into action. Evelyn Haraba Edu, GHOne News, Oduman. When news filtered in on the airwaves that President Akufo-Addo's second port of call as part of his 3-day tour in parts of Accra will be in the GHOne West municipality, precisely in Sakina, residents counted their luck. The road leading to the community and its environs has been in a bad state for years. The deplorable state of the road has led to a number of miscarriages, deaths and respiratory diseases. Residents have also staged several protests which, according to them, have only triggered intimidations from the GHOne West's assembly. Recently, 8 residents, including elders, were arrested for holding a press conference to demand action on the deplorable roads. However, a week to the president's visit saw portions of the deplorable Oduman Road being graded. The grading of the 25-kilometer road was done under heavy military supervision. This, the residents contend, it was to stop them from any protest, as they had earlier rejected initial grading of the road, demanding the roads to be properly fixed.
Yebe 1 week ago na said President Eban Sakina. Ehona na omushasi start here juju kwanu so. Starting na here press conference no mudi corridors. Eba na epamu. Nti eche no omu ba no mudu sejafo. Eba be twa kwan so sa up to now kwame no kasakra omu twa so de ko.
Omu si oba ha ende nti na omu ju kwanu so no se kan ye no kan ekonu kwa omu du so mayen. So enti ye hu ni se omu nju ye ho because ono oba na nti na omu twa kwanu so no.
Enye se akufado na eba na ka kwanwe na ka enye se no ko mu twiso e copy mo beye copy mo friend say ablekumani ni a kwan na say.
On Monday, President Akufo-Addo, together with the road minister, Kwesi promised residents asphalting on the road will start within 4 weeks, as the contractor would be paid for work to commence on Wednesday, December 4.
Between now and the end of the year, entering the first quarter of 2020, you are going to be living witnesses to the progress of work on this road. Again, Boko in Sahana, a 4-man road covering a distance of 25 kilometers, is currently under procurement, and the procurement process will come to an end within the next 4 weeks for the contractor to be appointed and mobilized to serve.
I feel 2020 ni bane. Not a fairness and warfare. Ni mabie menna hijole ake beni yo affair obafe. We're going to make sure inner city roads, main trunk roads. When you fair to obafe bonisa, no fair manake. Progress is coming back to Ghana again.
But residents are not convinced the promise by the president and the minister would be carried, because similar ones had been made in the past.
That's political view. But ideally, we have to see if whether it is 4 months, 3 months, or 1 week. We are all hoping to see whether it is true or not. Since he has been here personally, and when they are coming, they didn't use this road. The reshaping one. They used the major one, and he saw what is on the road. So, if we are lying to demonstrate, he will see it himself.
Seeing is believing, and we have to see this work before we can believe it, because this is not the first time. It started in 2012. The past government awarded this contract, gave us lots of promises. So it's coming from the sector minister's own mouth. It's a very good thing, yes. But then we don't know whether it's one of these campaign promises we are getting to election year.
The 25-kilometer road, which links Ablekuma to Oduman in Sakina, Mahien and Pokwase, has not seen any major rehabilitation since its inception, is now covered with dust. Evelyn Araba Edu, GHOne News.